2016 was loaded with accusations of copyright infringement and the damage control that comes with it. An 8-person jury let Led Zeppelin off the hook this year, finding that there's no substantial similarity between Stairway to Heaven and the song Spirit from Taurus. Here's a bit of both so you can decide for yourself.
This could be one of the most recognizable riffs in modern music. Or is it? A guy called Randy California wrote that last track in 1967 for psychedelic rock band Spirit, 4 years before Stairway to Heaven was penned by Jimmy Page and Robert Plant. The Led Zeppelin guys earned hundreds of millions of dollars from it, and a court in Los Angeles was tasked with deciding whether, in fact, it was stolen. Music copyright and infringements are hardly new, even for Led Zeppelin themselves. Singer-songwriter Jack Holmes released this song in 1967.
I'm dazed and confused.
2 years later, Led Zeppelin released their own version.
Been dazed and confused for so long, it's not true.
Other recent high-profile cases of copyright infringements includes Pharrell Williams and Robin Thicke's Blurred Lines. They had to pay more than $7.4 million in damages to Marvin Gaye's family for stealing from Got to Give It Up. Grammy Award winner Ed Sheeran was sued twice this year for his singles Thinking Out Loud and Photograph. The lawsuit involving Photograph was supplied with documents by songwriters using the same lawyers as Gaye's family. They say the similarity can clearly be seen when written down. Page and Plant say the descending A minor sequence has been used in music for centuries. And in this case, the courts agree that this stairway really is theirs.
There's a sign on the wall, but she wants to be sure. 'Cause you know sometimes words have two meanings.
Well, we have the perfect guest for this. Kurt Dahl is an entertainment lawyer and a drummer. He joins me from Saskatoon in Canada. Kurt, thank you for joining us on Money Talks, and thank you for looking so much like a musician. I hadn't seen you before. I want to ask you about the litigation that we've seen this year. As a lawyer and a musician, do you think that we're going to see more of this in the next year, the coming year?
I think so. It's a great question. I think that the Robin Thicke verdict really opened up the floodgates on these sort of lawsuits. Like you said, with a $7 million judgment that really opened up the gates. Hopefully the Led Zeppelin verdict will have a bit of a chilling effect on these suits, but I guess time will tell.
Let me ask you something. Being a musician is not an easy business, and it's important to protect your successes, of course, because the royalties are hard to get. As a lawyer and a musician, which do you find more profitable? Putting out original music or suing people in court?
I've got a successful law practice, but I would take a Stairway to Heaven any day of the week.
Yeah. That's ultimately what you're looking for, isn't it? And is it proving lucrative, that side of the business?
In terms of songwriting?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you write a great song, I mean, it generates revenue for decades to come. We've wrote some big songs over here in Canada, but I mean,
and what's your attitude if you did hear somebody as a lawyer replicating your music without permission? Would you immediately reach for your laptop and start a lawsuit?
Well, I think I'd reach out to the other side. I mean, copyright law is meant to protect, the creator's copyright, but it shouldn't be a hindrance on creativity. It's that sort of fine line. The reality is that all of us as musicians and artists in general are standing on the shoulders of the giants that came before us. So I think it's a balance between inspiration and plagiarism, and it's a really fine line, and as these court decisions show, the line keeps moving.
I think that's a really fair point to make there, Kurt. Thank you very much for joining us on Money Talk.